Hey y'all, I'm so glad you're here for Storytime with Miss Stephanie tonight. I am Stephanie Wachowski. I am the Youth Services Manager from the Williamson County Public Library. I'm so excited to share stories all about clouds with you all tonight, and I hope you're really excited too and that you're willing to have some fun with me. But before we get started, I do want to share a couple of my books I'm going to be sharing tonight. I shared them earlier on Facebook. So I've got The Little Cloud, and then I also have It Look Like Spilt Milk. I'm sorry, my finger was in the way. So anyway, before we start the stories though, let's go ahead and start with a song. So if you remember the Itsy Bitsy Spider and you can make a spider with your fingers, go ahead and do that with me. Are you ready? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Wonderful job. Thank you all for your help tonight on that song. So my first one I'm going to share with you, it's called Little Cloud by Eric Carle. Before I start, has anybody looked out in the sky today? Have you seen lots of cool clouds today? That's one thing I really enjoy, is I enjoy looking at all the different clouds and seeing all the different shapes and sometimes seeing some of the different animals that you can see in the clouds. So if you haven't done that today, put that on your to-do list for tomorrow to go out and take a peek at the clouds and kind of see what you guys see up in the sky. The clouds drifted slowly across the sky. Little Cloud trailed behind. Oh, see Little Cloud way down here? He's trailing behind. The clouds pushed upward and away. Little Cloud pushed downward and touched the tops of the houses and trees. See how he's touching that roof? The clouds moved out of sight. Little Cloud changed into a giant cloud. Look how much bigger he got. I wonder what that means when this cloud's getting bigger. What do you guys think that means? Can you tell me in the chat box when clouds get bigger and they start to cluster together, what you think that means? Oh, look at that. We got our first shape. What shape is this cloud? Can you tell me what shape that is in the chat box? Little Cloud changed into a sheep. Sheep and clouds can sometimes look alike. 'Cause what about clouds that looks like a sheep? Are they kind of all like plush? They kind of almost look like cotton sometimes, don't they, in the sky, all pulled apart? Oh, we got another shape. What shape is this cloud, you guys? Tell me what shape this one is in the chat box if you know. Little Cloud this time changed into an airplane. Little Cloud often saw airplanes flying through the other clouds. Little Cloud changed into what this time? What's this one? Does anybody recognize what that shape is? Tell me what that one is. It changed into a shark this time. Little Cloud once saw a shark through the waves of the ocean. Oh, what are these? I bet you guys have some of these in your yard. Do you have any of these outside in your front or backyard? Tell me what these are in the chat box. Little Cloud changed into two different trees this time. Little Cloud liked the way that trees never moved and they always stayed in one place. Look at that. So there's a one that looks like a bunch of triangles, like a big pine tree all stacked together, and then one that looks probably like an apple tree that's more round, right? Oh, Who's this animal friend? Does anybody recognize who this animal friend is? Tell me who this one is in the chat box if you recognize this one. This time, Little Cloud changed into a rabbit. Little Cloud loved to watch the rabbits dash across the meadow. Oh, this one we wear on our heads. What's this one? Does anybody know what this one is? Tell me what this is. It's a hat. So Little Cloud changed into a hat because, oh, who needed a hat? Who's this? Anybody recognize what this one is? Tell me what this one is in the chat box. This one's a clown. Little Cloud changed into a clown because the clown needed a hat. The other clouds slowly drifted back. They all started to huddle close together. See them all up here? They're all gathering close together. Little Cloud, they called. Little Cloud, come back. So Little Cloud slowly drifted up toward all the other clouds. Oh, and what happens when they all get together? Can you tell me if you recognize this? What's happening right now? Tell me what that looks like. It looks like it's raining out. So all the clouds changed into one big cloud and it rained all over the grass, all over the trees, all over the houses, everywhere in this little community. It was raining. Oh, and look, there's a big mass of clouds all together, isn't there? Yay! Good job. Well, I've got a little song for you guys. Let me give you my little visual here of my clouds. I picked some fun clouds to do for this song, and it's a counting song. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use just one hand so that I can hold my little cloud sheet here in front of you guys, but you can use both hands. If you have them both available, go ahead and count on both of them because we're going to count the clouds from 1 to 10. And so this one goes to the tune of 10 Little Indians. Are you ready? Let's see if you guys can help me. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little clouds, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little clouds, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little clouds, 10 little clouds are floating in the sky. So let's see if you can try that one more time with me. Are you ready? So here's my clouds again, and we're going to count. And you can sing along with me. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little clouds, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little clouds, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little clouds, 10 little clouds are floating in the sky. Wonderful job. Thank you all for your help with that song. So let's share our other story. This one is called It Looked Like Spilt Milk by Charles Shaw. Sometimes it looked like spilt milk, but it wasn't spilt milk, because what is this? What is this actually, you guys? Tell me in the chat box if you know what this actually is. Is this a cloud? It is. Now, sometimes clouds look like what? Rabbits. But we know it wasn't really a rabbit. Sometimes clouds can look like what? What's this? Tell me in the chat box if you recognize that animal. It's a bird. So sometimes it looked like a bird, but it wasn't a bird. Sometimes it can look like a tree, but we all know it wasn't an actual tree. It's a cloud, right? Sometimes it can look like what? What does that look like? I'm getting hungry looking at that. What is that? Tell me what that is. It's an ice cream cone. But it wasn't really an ice cream cone, right? It's just a cloud. How about this one? That one's a little bit harder to tell. What does that one look like to you? Tell me in the chat box what that one looks like. That one's a flower. So sometimes it looks like a flower, but it wasn't actually a flower. Just a funky cloud. Oh, sometimes it looks like a... What's this one? This one lives on a farm and it goes oink, 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 oink. Tell me what this one is if you recognize it. It's a pig. Ooh, how about this one? This one's a birthday cake. Sometimes it looks like what's this one? What did we say looked fluffy up in the sky? It's a sheep. But sometimes it looked like a sheep, but it wasn't a sheep. This one's really hard. What's this one look like to you? This one is a great horned owl. So this one says, hoo, 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 hoo. How about this one? Anybody know what this one looks like? This is something we wear on our hands in the winter. This one, it's a mitten, but it really wasn't a mitten, right? How about this guy? We see these guys running around in the yard. Have you seen any of these in your yard? What's this one? It's a squirrel. Sometimes it can even look like an angel, but it wasn't an angel. Sometimes it can look like spilled milk, but it wasn't spilled milk. It was just a cloud in the sky. So clouds can be all sorts of shapes. Yay! So speaking of clouds, let's do another quick little song. So for this one, we're going to do a hand motion that looks kind of like a fist. And we're going to pretend like our little fists or our little pretend clouds are moving across the sky. Are you ready? And this one goes to the Farmer in the Dell tune. The clouds are passing by. The clouds are passing by. Hi ho, just watch them go. The clouds are passing by. The clouds are passing by. Way up in the sky. Sometimes fast and sometimes slow. The clouds are passing by. Let's see if we can try that one more time together. You ready? The clouds are passing by. The clouds are passing by. Hi ho, just watch them go. The clouds are passing by. The clouds are passing by. Way up in the sky. Sometimes fast and sometimes slow. The clouds are passing by. Wonderful job, you guys. Well, I have two quick things to share with you. The first one is I asked you guys to bring some cotton balls with you. If you have cotton balls at home, this is a really fun art activity that you can do just using a glue stick and some cotton balls. And all I did was take some of them and just kind of start to stretch them apart a little bit and glue them down. And you can make all sorts of fun shapes to go along with, or even fun animals to go along with those two books that we shared tonight. So all you need is a glue stick, some paper, and some handy dandy cotton balls. So that's the first one that I want to share with you. So for the second one, this one was the one that I mentioned in my description, and it's called Cloud in a Cup. And it's a science experiment that we're going to try. And what you need is you need a glass of water. So let me pull this a little bit closer to myself here so that you can actually see it. So here's my glass of water. So you need a glass or a jar or whatever receptacle you want to use or container you want to use. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill it almost all the way to the top. You want to leave about a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch roughly at the top, about a 1/4 inch, I would say. And then you need some shaving cream. So if Dad has shaving cream at home, or you have some that you use at all for anything, you can use this. And then you also need some food color, okay? So just keep in mind, you got to be careful when you're using food color because it's going to get a little bit on your hands. But what you need to do is we're going to make a layer of shaving cream on top of our glass here. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit loud, so let me just kind of push it down just a little bit here. So see, we did a layer of shaving cream, and you don't want to make it too thick so that you're still able to be able to use it, because we're going to put a couple of drops of food color on the top of it. Okay, so then we're going to open up our food color here. Oops. And I'm going to drop a couple drops in a couple different spots here. And you're going to start to see what's happening. Let me do the little paper behind so you can see what's actually happening. See how that's changing? And it almost looks like what? Your white shaving cream is representing your cloud, and the blue food color is representing the rain that's coming down. See how it's coming down from your cloud? Do I need to lift it up a little bit? Can you see it good? Let's see. It's looking like a rainstorm. Sorry, I hope my hands are not in the way so you can actually see it. But it's really neat, and it's fun to be able to watch it for a while to do that. So if you're wanting more information, or if you want to actually try this yourself, there's a website you can go to, and it's called www.laughingkidslearn.com. So www.laughingkidslearn.com. And that's the fun experiment called Cloud in a Cup. So I'm so happy you guys all came tonight, and I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow night. Bye.